Jai Hind to all my loving kids. I'm very happy and equally excited to meet you all again after a long break. For you, was the summer break a long one for you all? But for me, it was a long break, children. Hope you are all safe and you used your holidays in studies. You did not waste your holidays enjoying television, playing games, or gossiping at the corners. Children, in this crisis period, I tell you, your studies, your syllabus, your exams, all of these will be scheduled in a tuned time. There won't be any alterations. So please stay tuned with your studies. So today in my class, I will be teaching you determiners. Are you all ready with your B notebooks? Because after a break, Tulika ma'am always asks you people to write something in your B notebooks, isn't it? To keep a record. It's nothing that serious, but it's my way of teaching. I just want something to be recorded, and the copy is your best record. So I have asked you to be ready with your B notebooks, put today's date, and draw margin. Heading will be determiners. Children, determiners we are studying from our junior classes, isn't it? We all know about determiners. What is a determiner? In a very simple way, I'm telling you. Determiner, it is derived from the word determine. It is placed before the noun or the noun phrase to identify which person or thing we are speaking about. Bas, this much. Did you understand? It is just placed before the noun or the noun phrase just to tell us more about, just to modify the noun. Alright. I'll be explaining you. Then I have prepared a PDF where I've tried to explain more clearly to you people. In class 10th, it's just a revision of all the grammar section. We have all learned everything till class 9th. Class 10th is only the revision sections or the grammar sections. Now, you won't write the whole of the thing which I'm teaching you. I'll tell you what you have to note in your notebooks. Alright? So, in this class, as I told, I will discuss about determiners and its kind. Now, children, we cannot use all the determiners with all kinds of nouns. Some kinds are used with definite kinds of nouns, and others are followed with certain definite nouns. In other words, to be more simple, I would tell you that determiners modify a noun or noun phrase. For example, he is a good boy. She is my mother. These books are mine. So, I take an apple every day. So this an, a, my, these are all the determiners which are placed before the noun to modify the noun. Determiners are always followed by a noun. As I'm telling you, it has two functions. One is the reference for the references and for the quantification. Now, what is references? References means showing who or what the determiner is pointing to or talking about. Did you understand? References means showing who or what the determiners the determiner. Determiners then are. Determiner is pointing to or talking about. For example, this is my book. This is my book. When I say this is my book. So the my is the determiner here, and it is specifying or referring to the book. All right. Now quantification. What is quantification? Children, don't get tensed. Please easily enjoy your class. All right. Grammar is not that difficult. Only just try to understand. You've all learned. You all know. What are quantifications? Means showing how much or how many of something is there. For example, there are some letters for you. So here some is the determiner. Determiner. And it denotes what? The quantity. Quantity of what? The letters. Letter is what? Noun. Yes. Now the first type of determiner is articles. We all know what are articles. The articles are indefinite and definite, isn't it? Indefinite and definite. A and an are indefinite. The is definite. Then we come to demonstrative. These, that, those, they are all demonstrative. Now comes the possessive. My children. When I say my is the possessive. Your teacher. Your is the possessive. Our school. Our is the possessive. Their book. Books. Alright. So there is the determiner. Is that clear? Now interrogative. Which, what we know. These are all interrogative words. These are all the interrogative determiners. Distributor. Each, every, neither, either. So these are all the distributive determiners. Alright. Now comes the quantifiers. Quantifiers, all, both, few, many, several, some, little, etc. Those denotes the quantity, is the quantifier. Then the other determiners are another, other, such, etc. These are not categorized in any kind. Now comes the numbers. Numbers and the ordinals. When we say 1, 2, 3, alright, these are the numbers, and ordinals are first, second, last, next, etc. This was a quick revision I did just to give you a warm-up of whatever you have learned about determiners. Now I'm going to explain you, sharing my screen with a PPT which I prepared for you, and I feel, children, that you would well understand. Now children, you are joining me, but while you can respond me through conversation, I'll be joining you through responding your conversation chats, but don't interrupt me while teaching. That will spoil our class, and equally you would be unable to understand what I am saying. Alright. So again we'll have the queries. I'll be sharing a PDF of the exercise determiners which you would do as your homework assignment. Okay. At the end of the class I'll tell you. Okay. Not wasting much of our time. Now your Tulika ma'am would be sharing her screen with a PPT. Now children, those who are using a mobile, don't forget to put your mobile in your full screen or landscape mode. Yes, and now I'll be maximizing the screen. Yes, can you see on the screen? It's grammar section by Tulika ma'am, determiners. Alright, now let us proceed to the next slide. Children, be very particular. Do not get strayed off here and there. Okay? Now this definition which I'm telling with the examples, I've highlighted the examples, children. Now you can write this thing in your B notebooks, the definition and the examples, right? The determiners are a kind of noun modifier. They precede and are necessarily followed by nouns. While adjectives perform a similar function, the term determiner refers to a relatively limited set of well-established words that can be said to mark the nouns. Now, what are the functions of determiners, children? To express reference. I told you na before starting the introduction, it's just there placed before the noun to express the reference. That is, they clarify what a noun is referring to. For example, when one says, that box, the listener knows which box is being referred to, isn't it? Don't you agree with me? When I say that child, so all the children sitting out there would understand, yes, ma'am is speaking about that particular child, isn't it? Now, let us go through the examples. Examples I have highlighted. I'm learning, children. The girl is a student. I have lost my keys. Some folks get all the luck. Which book is that? I'll take this one. Both windows were open. Now, the, my, some, which, this, both are all determiners, isn't it? It is modifying. It is specifying. It is clarifying the noun. What the noun is referring to. What the noun is referring to, isn't it? Now, let me move to the next slide where it would say about the kinds of determiner. This also you can write in your notebooks. Children, please make your notebooks as presentable as you can, as because 5 marks is allotted from your notebook assignments, children. So maintain it with your index, with your margin, with your date, and you know what I want. Perfectly write it, okay? Definition, examples, kinds, alright? The kinds of determiners. Common kinds of determiners include definite, indefinite articles like the English, the and a or an. Next is the demonstrative, this and that. Possessive, this is the best one, I like it, my, our. Okay, there. Cardinal numerals, quantifiers, cardinal, numerals I told you 1, 2, cardinal first, second. Quantifiers, many, all. Alright, distributive determiners, each, any. Interrogative determiners, which, what. Alright. Now, determiners can also be classified as, this is important, specific and unspecific. Alright, you can write this in your notebooks also, but I don't think you would need it, as because these are all revisions you have done and you will get it in your side grammar books. You are all having your grammar books, but if you want you can write this table, but otherwise my video is always there to support you, so don't need to write, okay? You will just waste your time. So specific and unspecific. What is specific, children? We use specific when we believe that the listener or the reader knows exactly what we are referring to. So the word specific was enough to make us understand this, isn't it? We use specific when we believe that the listener or the reader knows exactly what we are referring to. And what is unspecific? When we are talking about things in general and the listener or reader does not know exactly what we are referring to. Clear? Now the examples of specific. Can you pass the salt? So I'm specifying, I want that salt cellar. The salt. Okay. Look at those lovely flowers. Those. I'm specifying to those lovely flowers. Alright. Thank you very much for your letter. So it is specified here that I'm thanking you because of your letter. Your letter. Alright. Whose coat is this? Whose coat is this? So again, my question words are WH words, isn't it? So my question is specific here. Whose coat? I'm asking that who is the owner of this coat? Whose coat is this? Okay. And now let us come with examples of the unspecific determiners. A woman was lifted to safety by helicopter. A woman, do we know? It is specified which woman I'm speaking of? No. It's not specified. A woman. Alright? It's very easy. Any child can do it. I'm not specified about any particular child, a section of children or a group of children. Only I've said any child. Alright? So any is unspecific. It is very easy. Any child can do it. So there is no specification. Would you like another glass of, oh my God, it's wine there, water. Alright? I won't say that. No. Would you like another glass of juice? Would you like another glass of water? You should drink plenty of water, children. Lukewarm water. So another glass. When I say I did not specify anything, it is unspecified, isn't it? So my children, I think you are understanding. Are you getting bored? Eh? Now comes the articles. Don't have to write this. You are reading this from your class 5th, I remember. So no need of writing this. Okay. Articles. Articles are the words used with a noun to specify the grammatical definiteness. See, I've tried to use the term which would make you explain the grammatical definiteness. Okay. Now this words at times they stand alone. They stand alone, or it is used as a prefix or a suffix. And it is used to specify the grammatical definiteness of a noun, and in some language to volume or numerical scopes. Alright. Now it is bifurcated in definite and indefinite articles. The definite articles in English language is the word the. It denotes people, places, and things that have already been mentioned, implied, or presumed to be known by the listener. The sun rises from the east. Okay. He is the Shakespeare of my class. Who can it be? Who can be the Shakespeare of my class? Just think of it. At the end of the class, we will just see who is that Shakespeare. So, You understood where we use the when we point out at something. Definite. Indefinite article. The indefinite article takes the forms of a and an in English. It is mostly synonymous with one, but the word one is usually used when emphasized singularity. All right. When do we use a? With a consonant sound and with an article sound. A, E, I, O, U vowels, isn't it? So, next are the demonstratives. Demonstratives are the words such as this, that, used to indicate which entitles are being referred to and to discuss or distinguish those entities from others. When I say, it's very normal, when I say, these are my children. So, it is all clear that I'm speaking of my children, of my school, my children, isn't it? These are my, uh, these are the notebooks. So I'm very specified that yes, children, come take your notebooks. These are your notebooks. Understood? So it is used to indicate which entities are being referred to and to distinguish those entities from the others. When I say, come children, collect your copies. I'm sorry, notebooks. These are your notebooks. So you are specified that these are my notebooks. They are usually deictic, which means that their meaning changes with the context. They can indicate how close the things being referenced are to the speaker, listener, or other group of people. In English, demonstratives express proximity of things with respect to the speaker. That is what I explained you with an example of notebooks. And I think you have understood it. Now the proximal demonstratives. In English, the words this and these are the proximal demonstratives. They express that the particular things being mentioned are very close to the speaker. Now, distal demonstrative. The distal demonstrative in English language are that, distal means distance, that, those. They express that there is some distance between the things being referenced and the speaker. Right? Now I come to the possessive determiner. The possessive determiners modified a noun, and I told you I love this. The possessive determiners modify a noun by attributing possession or other sense of belonging to some or something and usually reflect the nouns in quantitative case. They are also known as possessive adjectives. All right. Now I come to quantifiers. Quantifiers indicate quantity. The name only explains it. That it indicates the quantity. Some example of quantifiers include all, some, many, few, a few. Okay. Quantifiers are also dependent of a noun. Quantifiers only indicate a vague quantity of objects, not a specific number, such as 12 dozen. These are not quantifiers, children. These are all numerals. All right. 12 dozen. First is again ordinals. Remember, na? Single or ones, which would be considered as numerals. So next I come to distributive determiners. These determiners are also called distributive adjectives. Consider members of a group separately rather than collectively. Words such as each, any, either, neither are examples of distributive determiners. This type of determiners also depends on a noun. So you can see as many determiners, as many kinds I have taught you. It needs a noun to clarify, to modify, isn't it? But all determiners, you remember the first statement which I used, the all determiners cannot be used with all kinds of nouns. There are specific determiners with specific sets of nouns. Now, determiners, this type of determiner also depends on a noun. These determiners are not to be confused with distributive pronouns, which can operate without a noun. Each went, this is an exception, distributive pronouns, okay? Each went his own way. Each is used as a pronoun without an accompanying noun. Each man went his own way. So each is used as a determiner accompanying the noun. What was the noun here? Man. Yes. Now let us come to the interrogative determiner. The interrogative determiners are used to ask a question such as which, what, and whose. Personal possessive determiner. These determiners also depend on a noun. So that's it for your determiners. Hope you have understood the explanation. Now, how do we check our grammar skills, that whether you have understood or not? What do we do in your class? Yes, we go for an exercise, isn't it? So I have prepared an exercise also. I'll explain the exercise. Now please get ready. You have already opened your notebooks. Please, the exercise should be there and you should mention there classwork assignment. Alright. So let us start doing. I'll be giving you how much? 3 minutes. Okay. Now what you do at this moment, you can just write the articles. The determiners anywhere. And after your class ends, please, this exercise should be mentioned in your notebooks as your classwork assignment. And I'll be sharing a PDF where you will be getting the questions, the exercises for your homework assignment, which again you have to do as your homework. And next class, when I again join you people, I'll be sharing the PDF of the answers. All right. So children, please start. Let me see who is the first one. And as you finish, first your name should come. Ma'am, I have done it. I'm just checking your conversation chat box. Ma'am, I have done it. I'm waiting for it. Quickly, I'm waiting for the name to come. Ma'am, I have done it. Quick, children. If you have understood the explanation, you can do it with one blink. You can do it. Have you done? Could you bring me this, that, these, those books I left in the garden? Second question. Blank, the and a. Sun rises from the east. Third question. The doctor advised me to eat blank, the and a apple every morning. Fourth question. There aren't blank, much, a lot, many students in the library. Fifth one. I haven't got blank, any, some, many pictures in my bedroom. I think by now you have done it, children. So I'm here again with my answers. Could you bring me those books which I left in the garden? So garden is a place distance. Okay, you're not in the garden. You're not in the garden that time. So the determiner, those will be used. All right. Now the sun rises from the east. The is the definite article. The doctor advised me to eat apple. No, one apple. And apple is the vowel. Is an indefinite article. An apple every morning you should also eat. There aren't what it will be. Much. Can we just weigh it? No, we can count. So many. There aren't many students in the library. I haven't got some. No. Many. No. Because the haven't, when the word haven't is mentioned there, so it is a negative. So I haven't got any pictures in my bedroom. That's all, children. I just want to see who has scored 5 out of 5. No cheating. No cheating. I just want to see who has got 5 out of 5. Yes? Now, please don't forget to do your what? Homework assignment. I hope you have followed my class. You have enjoyed the class. Be good. Be safe. Be positive. Okay? So, be safe also, children. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. So, till then, goodbye. We'll meet you again in my next class. I'll be taking up literature, children. Your notebook should be completed. Oh, yes. Did you complete your holiday homework and IDP? Yes? I may ask for it any day, anytime. I will ask you to submit it any place. I'm telling you. So please, it should be completed. Okay, till then, Jai Hind. Be positive.